Hey guys, welcome to workout number 10 of the Real Simple Workout series. Today's workout is a nice challenging one. A little bit, again, different to how we've been doing it and how we've been structuring it, just to keep it really different and interesting for you guys. But essentially, there's 4 rounds through this workout, but it's cut in half. To explain it very simply, basically there's 2 movements that we start with. We're going to do 20 of each movement, then 15 of each movement, then 10 of each movement, then 5 of each movement. And then we get to move on to the second half of the workout, which is set up exactly the same. 20 of each movement, 15 of each movement, 10 of each movement, and then 5 of each movement. Except in the second part, there's 3 movements, not 2. And yeah, it's gonna be a challenging one for you guys. It'll all be written obviously on the workout description. So make sure that you understand it before you come in. But obviously you've got to finish the first half amount of work before you move on to the second half. So let's run straight into the workout. Our advanced version of the workout today, the first movement is single leg bias squats. So for this, what we want to do is we want to set up a normal squat. So feet under the shoulders, maybe toes pointing out a little bit. I like to go a little narrower for this, and my working leg's going to stay where it is. My non-working leg is just going to come back to just behind the heel. Okay, so I'm doing the squats with my left leg and my right foot's just behind the heel. I'm now up on the ball of my foot, and then what I'm doing is I'm just going through a normal squat on this leg. Okay, so this leg will help a little bit, but most of the work's done with the left foot. So we're going to go all the way down and then come back up, all the way down, come back up. Okay, we're gonna go through 20 reps on our left side, and then we're gonna swap over, same thing on our right leg, 20 reps on our right. And we're just asking this leg to work a little bit harder or this leg to work a little bit harder, and equaling up any imbalances there. So 20 reps on each side. And then our second movement is feet elevated hip extensions. So this is like a hip thrust or glute bridge. All I want you guys to do is we need our trusty chair or something set up like this today. And we rest our heels. And then what we're doing is we're driving our heels down into the chair and extending our hips at the top, coming back down, light touch at the ground and back up, down, back up. You're gonna feel this one a lot in your hamstrings. 20 reps. And then we go back to our single leg bias squats for 15 reps on each side, and then 15 feet elevated hip extensions, then 10 of each, and then 5 of each. Once we're done there, we get to move on to the second part of the workout. The second part of the workout for the advanced crew is normal push-ups. So setting up, as always, on our toes, chest to the floor, pressing out at the top. 20 repetitions. Movement number 2 is 20 T Supermans. Setting up on our chest. Thumbs up. Head can be off the floor here, and then we're just bringing our arms up, squeezing our shoulder blades together at the top. 20 reps. And then our third movement is diamond sit-ups. Soles of the feet go together. We come down and touch the ground, up and touch the ground or the toes. So the ground in front of our feet or the toes. Back down, back up. And that is our workout for the advanced crew. Enjoy, guys. This one's gonna be a tough one. The time cap on this is 20 minutes. So you've got to try and get it all done within that 20-minute time period. Enjoy. All right, guys, so the intermediate version of today's workout is super similar to the advanced version. Again, what we're doing is we're running through the first 2 movements, and we've got to go through 4 rounds of that, and then we run into the second part of the workout. So the first movement that we're doing is exactly the same as the advanced crew. Single leg bias squats, setting up our feet under our hips. We want to bring one foot back behind the heel, okay? And all I'm focusing on here is what this front leg is doing, because that's my working leg. I'm trying to get my hip crease below my knee, coming all the way down into the bottom of the squat, and then come back up. Rearrange this foot a little bit to make sure that this feels comfortable, to get all the way down and back up for 20 repetitions. Then we swap over to the other leg, exact same thing, 20 reps. And then our second movement for the intermediate crew is feet elevated, hip extensions. So sitting up on the floor, my heels are on a chair or on a bench, and then all I'm after is driving my heels into the bench and extending, squeezing my glutes, making sure I'm nice and straight through my body, coming back down. Light touch at the bottom and coming straight back up. You're gonna feel that one a lot in your hamstrings, the back. Then we run through 15 of our single leg bias squats on each side. 15 hip extensions, 10 of each, 5 of each. Then we run on to the second part of the workout today. Second part of today's workout is set up exactly the same. So we start with 20 reps of each. And we are introducing knees up, toes down push-ups. And this is the standard for the intermediate crew today. So what I mean by that is exactly what it says basically, but what we're after is on the way down, we set up a push-up on our toes, we come down to the ground, and then on the way back up, we set up on our knees and push back up. Reset to our toes, knees, okay? And what this does is it builds some strength on the negative part of the push-up. So we're holding our whole body weight, building some strength on the way down, and then on the way back up makes it a little bit easier back on our knees, but obviously will still be very challenging for you guys today. So 20 reps of that, 20 reps of our T Supermans. And then 20 reps of our diamond sit-ups. Coming up, touching the ground in front of the toes, touching the ground above the head. Then we do 15 of each of those 3 movements, 10 of each, 5 of each, and you're done. 20-minute time cut today, guys. Enjoy. All right, guys, so our beginner version of today's workout is exact same setup. Everything is very similar. The movements are just a little bit different. So we're starting with our scaled squats. We're not doing these per side. We're just doing these reps as they are. So 20 reps of scaled squats. Today, what we're after is squats down onto a chair. Okay, so again, what we want is to set up like we would be doing a traditional bodyweight squat, coming down and lightly touching the chair and coming back up. If we're able to, we want to use the chair as little as possible. So coming down, light touch, and back up. And make it feel and look like a squat rather than just kind of plonking down and standing back up, however. Okay, so setting up the feet, gripping the floor, driving the knees out on the way down, light touch, and then back up. 20 reps there. And then our hip extensions we're doing on the floor. So we just come down to the ground, setting up our feet under our hips. And from here, we're just squeezing the glutes, extending the hips all the way. Check it out in the mirror, make sure you're nice and straight. A lot of people will get to there and think that's full extension. All the way up and back down, okay? So 20 reps there, big squeeze of the glutes at the top, and then we go through 15 of the squats to the chair, 15 of the hip extensions, 10, 5, and then we're done there. We move on to the second part of the workout. The second part of the workout, we're doing 20 scaled push-ups. Today our scaled push-ups are gonna be hands elevated, okay? And we're going for full range of movement. So all the way down and then all the way back up, making sure that our chest touches where our hands are placed. With this movement, we wanna make sure that we're doing full range of movement as much as we can. So all the way down till our chest touches and then push all the way back up. That's what's gonna build the best amount of strength so that you can move on to the next versions of these movements. Our second movement in a second portion is back to the T Supermans. So down on your front. You can rest your head or you can bring your head up. Both is fine. 20 reps there. And then our last movement is 20 reps of crunches. So for our crunches, we want to set up with our shoulders on the floor, hands on our thighs. Bring your shoulders and neck just up a little bit. Then from here, we're trying to get either our fingertips, our knuckle, our middle knuckles, or top knuckles all the way up. So find somewhere on your hand that you're trying to get to your kneecap and stay consistent with that. Okay, so 20 of each reps, 20 of each movement, 15 of each movement, 10 and 5, and then you're done. Remember today, the time cap is 20 minutes. So enjoy the workout today, guys. And as always, if you haven't already joined our online community, please do so. We're obviously doing free workouts. It's an online community where we're going to help all members with nutrition, with support and accountability, and with everything around health and fitness. So there'll be a link below. Click on that, ask to join the group. There'll be a little process to do so. We want to make sure everyone that's joining is the right type of person for the group's community. So see you guys in the next video.